If you're using Excel and Jira and you've always wondered, how can I get my amazing dynamic data out of Jira and put it into my very static Excel? Well, this video is going to be just for you. I'm going to walk you through the different methods that are available to you in order to get data out of Jira and put them into Excel or Google Sheets. Now, because I don't really have access to Excel, I'm going to be doing all my demonstrations in Google Sheets, but it's basically going to be the same logic. You're just going to use a tool of your choice. Rest assured that everything here is going to work for either Google Sheets or Excel, but again, I'm just going to be using Excel. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. Drop a like if you get value out of this video. And don't forget to check out the links below, as you will find links to my merch store, my paid courses, and most importantly, links to the sponsors that make these videos possible. So go show them some support, click on the links, try out their apps, and get those 30-day trials going. All right, let's talk about Excel, Google Sheets, and Jira and how they all come together.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move.
This video is sponsored by Release. All right, so we've all been in this situation. We have data in all of these projects here, and we want to get it out. And so most of the time, what you can do is you can go to the search button here. You can go to view all issues, and you can create filters. So if you have pre-existing filters, this will work. Or if you don't use any pre-existing filters and you're just simply searching for issues, this is going to work as well. Now, what you can see here is I have 136 issues in this very open search. And let's just say that you wanted to grab this data. Well, method number one is that you can actually just click on these two little icons. These are built into Jira, and they're going to either let you open these 136 issues in Excel or in Google Sheets. Now, a couple of disclaimers here. In order for this to work, which is method number one, what you would think is the most intuitive method, but it is a little bit buggy. So let me kind of walk you through some of the hoops that you'll have to go through, because if you can get through both of these hoops, then this is going to be the preferred method, as it almost always works. But hoop number one, your browser needs to have pop-ups enabled, because when you click on that, Jira is going to open up a brand new pop-up that's then going to trigger the connection to Excel or to Google Sheets, and then that handshake is going to be able to happen. But if your company has pop-ups blocked, then this is probably not going to be a good option for you. Now, roadblock number two, or hurdle number two, that you're going to have to go through is that the Atlassian ID you're using to basically log into Jira needs to be not the same ID, but it needs to be the same email that is going to be in either your Microsoft account or your Google account. Because if it's not the match, then that handshake is not going to be able to be established, and Jira and either Google Sheets and or Excel is not going to communicate well with each other. So you need to go through those two hurdles in order for these two options to work. Now, when they do work, all you got to do is simply click on it. And I don't think it's going to work, but I'm going to show it to you here. So all you got to do is click on it. Again, this is going to give you your pop-up blocker thing. So you're just going to click allow, and then this will open up the new window, and you're going to pick your account that you want to utilize here. And then you're going to be taken to choosing a site. And so I'm going to pick my site here, click accept, and then you're going to wait for this to happen. Sometimes you have to do it twice, which is why I was saying it's a little bit buggy. And then you get a state mismatch. So it doesn't work. So then usually I have to go and try it again. And the same thing goes for the Excel one. So if you also do get something on the other screen, sometimes this code won't show up. So again, not the most reliable, but if you can get it to work, more power to you. But that's method number one. I want to take a quick second to tell you about today's sponsor. I recently discovered Released, a Jira app that generates stunning release notes straight from your Jira tickets. What used to take me hours takes minutes with Released. It's so easy to use. Just drag and drop your issues into the editor to craft your release notes. Then publish your announcements with a single click to your website, in-app widget, or Confluence for internal collaboration. Make sure you click on the link in the description down below to start your free trial. Method number two that is almost always guaranteed to work is you can simply hit export. So if you click on the export button here, you're going to get four options over here, and either the CSV ones or the Excel CSV, everything's going to get you the same information. But you do have two options. You either have all fields or my defaults, which basically means the all fields is going to export a static snapshot of the issues that you are selected in the screen, in this case 136, and it's going to export them into a CSV file with all the fields that are in your Jira. So if you have like 1,000 custom fields, you're going to have 1,000 columns in there. Or you can do the my defaults, which is going to do the same export, but with only the columns that are defined by your my defaults here. So if you are missing data, or if you want to see specific data, make sure you bring in that field as a column and then do the export, and then you're going to get the data that you want to see. Now, this method will always work, but there's a problem. It's very static. It's not a two-way street, and you have to do a dump out of Jira every single time you want to do this, which in my honest and humble opinion, defeats the purpose of using Jira. So I don't recommend you go down this route, but this is the route that is always guaranteed to work and is going to get you that data into Excel. Now, there is a third method here that we'll talk about, and you could actually go to the settings here, go to apps, and you do have the option to type in like Excel. Right? You have the option to type that in, and you're going to see that Excel has some better exporters for Jira. If you do Google Sheets, you'll also see that there's a couple of different integrations here. Some of these are going to be free, some of these are going to be paid. You can see that this is an official one here. And so this one's made by Atlassian. You can install this, and it's going to let this synchronization happen way better. So in fact, why don't I install this and actually see if this fixes my problem? As you can see with this free one, when I try to install it, it's actually going to tell me to go to Google and do it from over there. This is spoiling my favorite method, which is really the reason that I was going to make this video and show you my method, is because the way that this official one recommends it is the way that I'm going to show you. Now, if you do have some budgets though, there are some paid ones here. Again, not sponsored by any of these, but go check them out. Some of these are going to be paid, but they're most likely going to work better than the free stuff, because as you can see, so far we're a few minutes into this video and we haven't been able to export them yet because it is very buggy. So try some of these paid ones. There's some for Excel, there's some for Google Sheets. And so try them out if you are having problems with these free versions and free methods, because the paid ones are more likely going to work than the free methods. Now we're going to skip over the paid ones because I obviously don't want to buy them, but let's go show you my favorite and final method of getting Jira to talk with Excel or Google Sheets. Because I only have Google Sheets, let me show you how this works on the Google Sheets side. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to the extensions here, and you're going to go to add-ons. You're going to click get add-on. And as the instructions said on that last screen, right, you just want to type in Jira here, and there's this Jira Cloud for Sheets. You're going to go essentially click on this and install it. Now I already have it installed, but you just have to install it. And then you just need to do the approval. So you're going to have to log into your Jira account with, again, hopefully the same email, right? Because otherwise it's not going to work very well. And so you want to make sure that your Google ID or your Microsoft 365 account is the same ID that you're using in the Jira space. And once those handshakes happen, then this is going to work, right? So this Jira Cloud for Sheets is what you're going to put in for Google Sheets. Excel is going to have a very similar macro add-on that you can put in on Excel. Again, I don't have access to Excel, so I can't show you those images, but it is the same thing where you're going to go through Excel or Google Sheets, and you're going to type in Jira into the add-on store and add on Jira. And because I don't want to leave you hanging, these are the instructions for Jira Cloud for Excel. You're just going to want to look for this. There's a get it now. And this is essentially what you got to follow, which is just get this particular item installed into your Excel. So you just hit this get it now. You'll log into your Microsoft account, and then you'll be able to set it up. Now, for full disclosure, again, your administrators might have this turned off. So your only option in this whole Excel world might be to just simply do that static export, in which case I would urge you, I would implore of you, I would beg of you, just stay inside of Jira, because you don't want static information. So if you can't get either that little icon, method number one, to work, or get these plugins installed in Excel itself, then I don't recommend that you try to leave Jira. I would try to recommend and urge you to stay within Jira, because then your experience is going to be very, very lackluster. All right. So again, follow these steps, get this add-on installed into your Excel, and then we're basically in the same spot. Now, once you do have them installed, once you have them connected and authenticated and everything's good to go, then all you got to do is go back to extensions, go to Jira Cloud for Sheets or the Excel one, and you're going to click on open. Again, this UI is pretty much exactly the same. I've done them both. I don't have access to them right now. And now all you got to do is pick your site. So this one's correct. You're going to pick whatever Jira you're trying to connect to. If you only have one, which most of you probably only have one, it'll be the right one. And then you just got to click on this Get Issues from Jira. Now from here, you have an import type, and you have a couple different options. You can do a JQL. So you can start typing in your JQL query here. If you're a pro level JQL master, this is where you're going to want to type in your JQL. If you just want to do basic, which is those drop downs of those fields, which is what we're going to do, then you do that here. Or you also have the ability to do a filter. So if you have a saved filter, And then you're going to be able to just simply click on one of these filters. You also have your start filters. Now this is a little buggy as well, so I don't recommend that you always rely on this, but try it out. You could go save your filters, make a filter inside of Jira, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll show up here. But for the purpose of this demo, we're going to stick to basic because I don't ever use this Jira function one. This one doesn't have that, so we're just going to leave that alone. And we're going to go to basic because this is the easiest method. And so all you got to do is go pick your projects. So you do this. Pick the issue types that you want. You're basically recreating your filter, right? Whatever you're doing there. I'm going to bring everything else out and I'm going to click on get issues now. And that's going to go and bring me all my stories. It's going to go and fetch everything from that project, every story. And here they are inside of either Excel or Google Sheets. Again, the experience is exactly the same as long as you have those add-ons enabled. Now from here, now you can do your pivot tables. You can do your filtering the same way that you do everything inside of your traditional tool of choice. I am Dr. Jira, so I will basically end it here because I am not very good at Excel. Again, my number one recommendation and the way that I would tell you is stay in Jira. Only come to Excel if you absolutely have to, but I would stay in Jira 100% of the time. I know that is easier said than done, but I know many of you like Excel, Google Sheets, and y'all are like just, you get crazy and you just love this stuff, and that's cool. I just want to show you that there are methods to do that, but again, it's just stay in Jira. It's so much easier to stay in Jira because I can't think of anything that you can do in Excel that you can't do in Jira, either Jira natively or using something like custom charts for Jira that allows you to really pull in metrics and data and display your data inside of Jira, right? And again, it's all dynamic over there. Here, it's still dynamic, luckily, when you're using this plugin, because when you're using this add-on, guess what? If anything changes in Jira, this is one of the good things about this is, and doing this method, because of course you can always export that data out, right? But when you're using these add-ons, you have a refresh button down here. And so you can just simply hit refresh, and whatever status is changed in Jira, whatever priorities changed, reporters, anything like that, that all gets updated here. And so again, this now becomes a little bit more dynamic. And so whatever you're gonna do in here is a living document. So this is what you want. This is the best way to use Excel. So both of these methods, basically the first method, if you can get that icon to work, again, it's always very buggy for me. I can never get it to work. Or this method where you go into that tool, whether you go into Excel or Google Sheets, and then do the connection into Jira and pull the issues out. Both of those are going to basically yield you the same results where you have this dynamic established connection and your issues are synced. And this is really the key part, right? Because now you still only have a single source of truth. Because if you go with the middle method, which is to export those issues out, you now have two sources of truth, and which one's which? Well, I don't know. So do method number one or do this method, or if you got the budget, if you got some money, go try out one of the paid ones because those are most likely going to work a little bit more bug free. So that's it for this video. Again, 4 different ways for you to get your data out of Jira and into Excel. Don't recommend you do it overall. My preference would always be stay within Jira because Jira is designed to live with the Jira data. But again, if you must and absolutely must have to get your data out for whatever reason, and you want a subpar experience, in my opinion, then go right ahead. You now have 4 different ways of doing this. I want to take a quick second to tell you about today's sponsor. I recently discovered Released, a Jira app that generates stunning release notes straight from your Jira tickets. What used to take me hours takes minutes with Released. It's so easy to use. Just drag and drop your issues into the editor to craft your release notes. Then publish your announcements with a single click to your website, in-app widget, or Confluence for internal collaboration. Make sure you click on the link in the description down below to start your free trial. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like, share it with everybody you know, share it with all your Excel friends, and most importantly, don't forget to check out the links down below so you can help support the channel. We got merch, we got courses, and we got sponsors that make these videos possible. So thank you to everybody, and I'll see you in the next one.